Lesson 1. Self-Injurious Behavior. Understanding Behavioral Function. Welcome to our video on understanding behavioral function in the context of self-injurious behavior, or SIB. In this video, we will explore what SIB is, why it occurs, and how understanding the function behind this behavior is crucial for managing and addressing it effectively. What is self-injurious behavior? Self-injurious behavior, or SIB, refers to actions where an individual causes harm to themselves. Examples include headbanging, biting, and scratching. These behaviors can be distressing for both the individual and those around them, making it important to understand why they occur. What are behavioral functions? Behavioral functions refer to the reasons behind why a person engages in certain behaviors. Understanding these reasons helps us address the root cause of the behavior rather than just the behavior itself. Common functions of SIB. Self-injurious behavior can serve several functions. Common functions include gaining sensory input, escaping demands, seeking attention from others, or accessing tangible items like food or toys. Gaining sensory input. For example, if an individual engages in headbanging, they might be seeking sensory input. The repetitive motion and sensation might fulfill a sensory need for them. Understanding this function helps us develop alternative ways to meet their sensory needs. The sensory function involves behaviors that provide sensory stimulation. For example, a child might rock back and forth because it feels soothing. These behaviors are self-reinforcing because they produce a sensory experience that the child finds pleasurable or calming. Imagine a child named Alex who frequently flaps his hands when he feels overwhelmed. This repetitive motion provides him with a sense of comfort and helps him manage his sensory overload. Escaping demands. Another example is an individual who engages in self-injurious behavior to escape demands. If they scratch themselves when asked to complete a difficult task, the function of the SIB might be to avoid or escape the task they find challenging. The escape function is when a child uses behavior to avoid or escape a task or situation. For instance, a child might throw a tantrum to avoid doing homework. This behavior allows the child to evade something they find unpleasant or challenging. Consider Sarah, who screams and runs out of the room whenever it's time for her to do math homework. By doing this, she avoids the task she finds difficult and frustrating. Attention function. The attention function is when a child behaves in a certain way to get attention from others. A common example is a child shouting in class to get the teacher's attention. These behaviors are often aimed at gaining social interaction or acknowledgement. Meet Tim, who frequently interrupts his parents while they are on the phone. He does this to get their attention as he knows they will respond to him, even if it's just to ask him to wait. Identifying the function. To identify the function of self-injurious behavior, observe the antecedents, what happens right before the behavior, and the consequences, what happens right after. This can help you see patterns and understand the reasons behind the behavior. Real-life example. Consider Jamie, who bangs their head when exposed to loud noises. The antecedent is the loud noise, the behavior is head banging, and the consequence is that the noise stops. In this case, the function of Jamie's SIB is to escape the loud noise. Strategies based on function. Once you understand the function of the self-injurious behavior, you can tailor your interventions accordingly. For example, if the function is to gain sensory input, you can provide alternative sensory activities. If the function is to escape demands, you can modify tasks to make them more manageable. Identifying functions. Now it's your turn. Observe and record the antecedents, behaviors, and consequences in different situations where self-injurious behavior occurs. This will help you identify the function of the behavior and develop effective strategies to address it. Practical tips and techniques. Here are some practical tips for identifying behavioral functions. Observe your child without interfering with their behavior. Look for common cues and indicators associated with each function. Collect data consistently using the provided sheets. By making data collection a routine part of daily activities, you'll gain valuable insights into your child's behavior. Homework assignments. Your homework assignments for this lesson include keeping a behavior log for 1 week using the behavior tracking sheet and ABC data sheet, recording at least one instance of challenging behavior each day. That's all for today's lesson. To summarize, understanding the function behind self-injurious behavior is crucial. By identifying the reasons for the behavior, you can develop targeted interventions that address the root cause and support positive behavior changes. Thank you for watching. Before you leave, please complete a brief quiz to see what you already learned about this lesson.